Hello everyone. This is a very short video about Aladdin, the new live-action Aladdin that just came out recently. If you watch the movie, you'll probably remember that Will Smith, his character Genie, mentions a couple of times whenever he grants these wishes, this little gray area. He talks about how there's like a gray area when you make a wish. And so you should be as specific as possible. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons, the wish spell, and how me and my friends used to have fun with that back in the day, but that's another story for another time, and probably not on this channel. Maybe. We'll see. But anyway, the main thing I was thinking about is later on in the movie, basically the genie breaks the rule, right? His rules. I don't even know who makes the rules. It kind of reminds me also of something else, of Highlander, the rules, the game rules, you know. Where they come from, who makes the rules. But the genie breaks these rules. He seems to be able to break these rules if he really wants to. There's a scene where Aladdin has fallen into the water and he's not able to actually make his wish. And so this leaves the genie unable to actually hear a wish. He has to assume what Aladdin wants. Now, just in case you haven't seen the film, don't worry about it. I don't think this is too big of a spoiler because the movie is just so anyway. But here's the thing: the genie obviously has no problem, granting wishes in these gray areas or making the wishes very strange, and he lets them know before they make the wish. Remember, whenever he says, "If you just say make me a prince, I can make you a prince," so he just makes a prince that kind of belongs to him, I guess. That's over on the hills, far away. So he tells him to be specific. Why does this matter? Well, because the genie could have used this gray area very easily to end Jafar's nonsense. Very easily. And I know it sounds crazy, but I actually went back to watch this film a second time in order to make sure that I heard what I heard. I looked the script up on the internet and I found that I was correct. And when I went back to watch it a second time, just to make sure that Jafar was touching the lamp, I was also correct. So, what is it that I'm talking about? Well, do you remember it towards the end, after Jafar has already made one wish to become Sultan, and he is sitting on the throne, and he's holding the lamp kind of between his legs. He's just holding it. He's touching the lamp. And at one point he says, "I wish nothing but glory for the kingdom of Agrabah." Well, at that point, the genie could have taken that as a wish because he said, "I wish," and he was holding the lamp. And since that's kind of a vague, gray area wish, the genie could have said, "So be it." And he could have totally gotten rid of Jafar 100% very easily, just like that, problem solved. He could have. So, since he didn't, and he was sitting there holding the lamp while making this wish, that was just a figure of speech, I have to assume that it's a directorial mistake. So there you go. Anyway, that's it. Problem solved. Genie could have completely ended it, but he didn't. Fail Genie. Okay. Anyway, by the way, one last note. Did anyone else find it kind of strange the whole time they're just calling him Genie, Genie, Genie this, Genie that? No one ever actually bothered to ask him, "Hey, what's your name? Do you have a name? Did you have a name before? Do you have a name now that he's free?" He was still calling him Genie. He was still calling Will Smith Genie after he was free. He wasn't a genie anymore. He was a human. And that's another question. He said, I would wish to be free, to be human. Are those two different wishes? Because when Aladdin said, "I wish for you to be free," what happens to the genie? Was he a human before? How come he automatically becomes a human now? There are lots of little things about the movie that just don't make any sense that are similar to that. But I'm just going to leave it there for now because the main thing I wanted to share with you was the nonsense of Jafar making the wish with the lamp in his hands, and the genie could have done something about it but didn't. So, directorial mistake. Guy Ritchie, mistake. Get better. Anyway, 再见. Bye-bye.